You are terrified that artificial intelligence is going to steal your job, but you are looking at the completely wrong threat. You interacted with AI at least 10 times today without even noticing. It powered your phone's autocorrect, filtered your email spam, queued up your Netflix recommendations, and navigated your commute. The biggest lie you've been told is that this technology is thinking, reasoning, or conscious. It has no awareness. It is simply statistical prediction. You feed an AI system millions of examples, and it finds mathematical patterns to make predictions on brand new data. While most people wait for a sci-fi future to arrive, they are missing the massive financial shifts happening right under their nose. Look at this animated diagram. It shows the core technology behind all of this, a neural network. Information flows through distinct vertical layers of connected nodes. If you show it a picture of a cat, the first layer detects basic lines. The second layer combines those into shapes. By the final output, the network recognizes the complete object as a cat. But getting it to actually learn is brutally expensive. Initially, the network guesses randomly. Every single time it gets the answer wrong, the system slightly adjusts the mathematical weights of these connections. You repeat this millions of times until the network becomes incredibly accurate. Running this training process requires thousands of extremely expensive computer chips processing data for months on end. To execute just a single training run for a model like GPT-4 costs well over $100 million. Once that expensive training is finished, the model is frozen. ChatGPT does not learn from your daily conversations. The moment you close the chat window, it forgets everything you taught it. To make the base model smarter, companies have to spend another $100 million and do a completely new run. If these tools cost hundreds of millions to build, instantly forget everything you teach them, and hemorrhage cash, who is actually getting rich here? If you follow the money, you will see it concentrates almost entirely at the infrastructure layer. The absolute undisputed winner of the AI gold rush is the companies selling the shovels, NVIDIA. This chart shows exactly how dominant they are. NVIDIA holds a 92% market share in the specific chips required to train AI. Training one large model takes tens of thousands of these GPUs. At $30,000 to $40,000 apiece, companies are spending hundreds of millions on hardware before they even plug it in. Next, you have the landlords. Big cloud providers like Microsoft Azure, Google Cloud, and Amazon AWS buy these chips and rent out massive computing clusters to the AI software companies who cannot afford their own hardware. Microsoft's $13 billion investment into OpenAI came on the specific condition: exclusive cloud hosting rights. This ensures OpenAI pays Microsoft to run its own systems, while Microsoft also takes a cut of every single API call made through OpenAI's platform. In any major economic boom, the infrastructure owners win. It does not matter which AI software ultimately dominates the market. The people selling the land, the picks, and the shovels walk away wealthy every single time.
Meanwhile, the unit economics for the companies building the foundation models are brutal. Operating a platform like ChatGPT costs roughly $700,000 a day in computing power. A complex query costs them up to 40 cents to process, meaning most free-tier queries cost more to run than they generate in revenue. There is an invisible tax being paid by the environment. Training one large language model consumes as much electricity as hundreds of international flights. These massive AI data centers are straining regional power grids, with their energy consumption growing roughly 50% year over year. Every time you use a free AI product, your daily conversations, your health data, and purchasing patterns serve as the raw material to train and refine these systems, which are then sold back to businesses at scale. The free version of ChatGPT is the most expensive product giveaway in human history. It is being quietly subsidized by venture capitalists burning cash and by the extraction of your personal data. In specialized fields, AI performance is already exceeding human benchmarks. It is outperforming human radiologists at detecting early-stage tumors, and roughly half of the code on GitHub is now being AI-written or AI-assisted. But you must understand its fatal flaws. AI only recognizes correlation. It cannot understand causation. Because it was trained entirely on media like text and images, it has absolutely no common sense or understanding of physical reality. Push it into novel logical territory and it breaks. More critically, it hallucinates. It will fabricate believable-sounding references, studies, and authors, and deliver those completely invented answers with the exact same calm confidence it uses when telling the truth. It does not know what it does not know. This means you can never trust AI to make critical medical, legal, or financial decisions without independently verifying every single output. It is a high-speed assistant with a significant accuracy problem. It is not an independent authority. Which brings us back to your career. Goldman Sachs estimates that 300 million jobs globally will be affected by AI over the next decade. AI will likely restructure and compress most roles. The jobs at risk are the ones involving highly repetitive tasks with clear inputs and outputs, like basic data entry or routine document review. The roles that will grow in value require complex relationship management, ethical decision-making, and the ability to critically evaluate what an AI produces. There has never been a moment in history when a single motivated individual with a laptop had access to this level of cognitive leverage. The exact same tools that large enterprises use to scale their operations are available to you right now for the cost of a basic monthly subscription. The massive data centers are already built. The global economy is already restructuring around them. You have a clear choice. You can learn how to integrate these tools into your workflow and do the work of 5 people in the time you do the work of 1, or you can get outcompeted by someone who did. The gold rush has started. Are you going to start mining, or are you going to remain the raw material?